Hey guys, so today I'm in a town called Pomorie in the southeast of Bulgaria, and I've come down to check out this coastal town, and I want to give you as much information as possible today about what to see and do when you're in Pomorie and the prices here in 2024 in Pomorie. So it's the 30th of July today, and the tour's taken at about 6:45 in the evening time, so it's not too busy. Given that it's a Tuesday as well, it's not too busy, so it's a really nice time to take the tour and tell you as much information about this resort as possible. Most of the Brits going on holiday, and the international holiday makers are going to Sunny Beach, they're going to Nesibar, they're going to Sveti Vlas, and some of them are going to Golden Sands. So most of them have not been to Pomorie, but Pomorie is well worth checking out for a holiday. It's a combination of health and history and coastal charm, so definitely it's worth a visit in here in Pomorie, but it's more laid back and it's more relaxed. It's a different vibe to Sunny Beach and those party places, those busy places down the coast. So a bit of information about where it is, where the location is here really. Well, it's 9 kilometers away from Burgas Airport, Burgas Sarajevo Airport. So it's going to take you about 13 minutes in a car or in a taxi to drive here or get here. You can just go to the roundabout and you can get a bus by the airport for 5 leva, which is about £2.20 to get here as well from Burgas Airport. So I do recommend the bus because taxis are very, very expensive here in Bulgaria. There's no Uber here, there's no Bolt taxis, so taxis can be very expensive, and it can end up costing you about 30 leva to get here from the airport, maybe even more. Some taxi drivers will ask you for more as well, so it can cost a lot for taxis here as well. So this is Senor Chichi, where I just had my lunch now. I had a lovely moussaka. When you come to Bulgaria, you must try the local food. Try the tarator soup, which is a local yogurt-based soup. It's a cold soup, absolutely delicious. And I had a lovely Bulgarian moussaka today. It was absolutely lovely in Senor Chichi here. So you find all of these restaurants up and down the promenade. I found this nice restaurant here, and I like this one because it's directly on the seafront. So just to continue giving information about where it is exactly here. So I'm guessing that most of you will be staying in Sunny Beach. So if you're staying in Sunny Beach, you're talking about, it's about 25 minutes drive. It's about 21 kilometers drive to get down here if you have a car. If you get the bus, it's actually peak season right now in July. So the bus actually took me about 1 hour to get here today. You can get bus number 10 or bus number 17 from Sunny Beach bus station to get here. I do recommend the bus. It was really busy on the bus today, so it wasn't easy to get a seat. I was one of the first people on actually, so it was okay for me, but I noticed that some people were actually standing on the bus as well today. But when you're here in Bulgaria, take advantage of the buses. Just go to the bus station and they'll tell you all the bus times. They have a kiosk there at the bus station, and use the Google Translate application on your mobile phone, and the Google Translate application will translate it in Bulgarian to English. You're going to need that a lot because these restaurants here, they have a sign outside with the special daytime menu. This is a money-saving tip for you. The daytime menu is from 12 o'clock until 4 o'clock, and you'll get a much, much cheaper price in the daytime than at nighttime if you order something off the daytime menu. Today I ordered the moussaka, for example. It was 8 leva, which is just less than £4, and that was on the daytime menu on promotion. So you have to use Translate. It was all in Bulgarian outside. British people who live here and European foreigners who live here, they don't understand Bulgarian language because it's in Cyrillic, you see. So we have no chance with Bulgarian at all. So get the Google Translate app on your mobile phone, and that will save you a lot of money, and it will help you to understand the menus here at the restaurants when you're here on holiday. Nice idea might be to rent a bike. Like you can see these gentlemen cycling here on the promenade. There's a very, very big promenade that goes on for lots and lots of kilometers up and down the front here in Pomorie, and it would be perfect for a bike ride or a scooter ride. The girl over there, she's on the scooter, for example. That's a nice and cheap and easy way to get around as well. So the front here is all lined with all different restaurants. There's lots of fish restaurants to choose from here, and it is famous for fish and seafood here in Pomorie. If you go a bit further on, about 5-10 minutes walk further on, and you get to the boating marina there, and you see all the nice nice coloured yachts there as well on the marina. So the most popular tourist attraction that people do when they come here to Pomorie is actually the Salt Lake. Now it's like kind of like a coastal lagoon, really. You know, it's all about the healing mud, and it's good for your health and it's good for beauty. And people go there to for wellness reasons, really. They kind of roll around in the mud and get the mud all over their bodies, and then, I mean, I know it sounds a bit crazy, but you know, like for 15 minutes you keep the mud on your body, and it's good for beauty and wellness, and it's got all these healthy minerals here. Basically this is a salt lake, so it's 4 times saltier than the Black Sea. So when you actually go in the water here as well, you can actually float on the sea if you go in the water in the Salt Lake area. But when you go to the Salt Lake, do make sure you wear mosquito repellent, because there's loads of mosquitoes close to the water there. You will need mosquito repellent when you're there for sure, guys. That's just a tip for you as well. In terms of the prices here, the prices are very similar to in Sunny Beach. I didn't notice any price difference at all. The last place, it was around 5, 6, 7 lever for a beer. So a large beer would be around 6 lever, for example, which is just less than £3. I mean, if you're confused about the Bulgarian lever and Bulgarian money, just divide it by 50%, and then you get a good idea of what it is in pounds, in Great British pounds. For example, if a beer is 6 lever, it's less than £3 for your pint of beer. That just makes it easier for you. And when you take into account the currency conversion rate that they charge you, I mean, I change my money here and they charge me £15 commission, for example. So when you change your money here as well in Bulgaria, make sure that you compare the rates in all different currency exchanges. A few days later, I realized that I've been taken for a massive commission, and I got a really bad rate of 2.21, but a few days later I got a different rate of 2.27 to the pound at a different currency exchange, which was opposite the Sunny Beach bus station. The Western Union one opposite the Sunny Beach bus station, he normally offers very, very good rates. Go inside and check the rate as well in that one, but do compare about 10 different currency exchanges before you change your money, and you will get much, much better value. You will get much, much better rates on your money. Everything here in Bulgaria is cash only. Everybody wants cash only, so you will need to change your money here. So make sure you go to the bank as well, check the bank rate. Unfortunately, on the first day I checked into the bank, it was a really bad rate this year in the FI bank in Sunny Beach. But there's another bank on the same street, the Cooperative Bank. The service was very poor quality, but they will change your money in there as well at the bank rate on that day. So different banks will have different rates. That's something to be aware of. Quite often when I came here in May, the bank had a much, much better rate than the currency exchange. But right now I'm here in July, end of July, and I actually found a better rate at the currency exchange opposite the bus station. But the currency exchanges on Flower Street were offering really terrible rates, like 2.21, 2.20, really, really poor rates as well. So the other things to see and do here, go to the Sunset Water Park here. There's a really good aqua park here. All kinds of different slides and everything else, especially if you're with children. They're going to absolutely love it at the aqua park. It's £24 to enter the aqua park for an all-day ticket, and it's one of the most beautiful aqua parks here in Bulgaria. You've got all the sunbeds for the parents and the families as well to sit around and take your tan while the children go on all the big slides and everything else. And it's a really brilliant day out there. The food and the drinks there are a little bit overpriced because you are inside the water park area there, but it's right here in Pomorie, and a lot of people travel from other resorts to use the Pomorie water park because the other water parks further down the coast, like in Sunny Beach, are too busy with great big queues. So this Pomorie water park will be a good one to go to in terms of aqua parks. Yeah, so that's another good thing to see and do here. Coming up on the right side, a little bit further on, you're going to see a jetty that goes out into the sea. So here is a sign outside showing all the types of seafood that you can get in the restaurants here. This is trapana. So they've also got one, I believe, in Nesibar as well. There's the sprats on the left side. 4 lever for the sprats. when you're looking at the prices here of these different types of fish, the price is for 100 grams. So a lot of tourists got confused. They went in, maybe they saw some calamari for 8 lever and they thought it was a very good deal. But when they ordered 300 grams, it was 24 lever. So what you need to know is it's done by weight in Bulgaria. Everything's done by weight. So for example, the sprats here, you're going to order your 300 grams. It's 12 lever for the sprats. They'll be delicious and fresh from the local area here as well. The seafood is very good quality here in Bulgaria, so I do recommend you try it. You've got the scad fish. These are black sea fish here from the local area. You've got the skate fish. You've got the garfish, the fish sandwich. I go to Burgas and I go to the place in Burgas city for my fish sandwiches, and they're absolutely delicious. I absolutely love those fish sandwiches. That's my favorite one. It's a local white fish and it's just so delicious. There's the mussels. Now the mussels are from the local area here. They've got mussels in every single restaurant here. So it's 6 lever there for the mussels, 100 grams. So say you'd be paying around 18 lever then for the 300 grams if you're going for the mussels. Calamari, 7 lever. Also, yep, 7 lever in this one. So you're going to be paying about 21 lever for your portion of 300 grams of calamari, which is around just over 10 pounds. You've got the gobby fish there in batter as well. French fries, 4 lever, less than 2 pounds. You've got the salad there, which is 10 lever. But I recommend you ask for a shopska salad. That's the traditional Bulgarian salad. You must try a shopska salad like the one on the photo there, which is 10 lever, which is less than 5 pounds. For 400 grams of salad. And Bulgaria is famous for having the best yogurt in the world. And on the right side there, oh no, it's not yogurt, that's taramasalata. I love taramasalata. You have that on toast and it's just delicious. But Bulgaria is famous for having the best yogurt in the world. And when you come to Bulgaria, you must go to the supermarket and find some yogurt, or go to the restaurants and ask them for their yogurt. And another thing, I'm such a foodie, so I absolutely love trying all these restaurants. And ask for the melon with honey on top. And the melon with honey on top was so delicious, really, really delicious. I don't normally eat desserts, but I do like fruit. And I went to the supermarket here and I was looking at what type of fruit is best value for money, and the plums were very good value for money. It was 1.5 lever, which is 75 pence, and I got this massive packet full of plums. So plums is a local one here. Now the tomatoes are all grown here fresh locally in Pomorie, and they have fantastic, juicy, delicious tomatoes here as well. It's one of the restaurants there on the left side. Looks lovely. It's a Tuesday, so it's quite quiet today. And this is the city centre. You go straight ahead and you take a left turning there, and you're on the main street in the city centre of Pomorie. The greenery is very, very nice. The gardener's done a fantastic job here. The trees look absolutely lovely. It's a very green town, and it's very peaceful here in Pomorie as well. Like Sunny Beach is an action-packed party destination. It is packed full of people right now. Here in Pomorie, this is a relaxed place where families come, so it's a different vibe to further down the coast. The promenade looks quite nice here if you have a look. There's some nice restaurants with all white furniture here. Let's have a look. And all the flower baskets and everything as well. And you can sit directly on the seafront and just watch all the people go by. On the right side, we're going to see the train coming past, the tourist train. So that goes up and down the coast. I believe it costs 6 lever, which is less than £3 to go on the tourist train. And that will take you back to your hotel if you're coming to the centre of Pomorie. So we've got the jetty straight ahead in the centre, and that's the place where you do the boat trips from. There's all different boat trips on offer. I recommend the boat trip to St. Anastasia Island. St. Anastasia Island is the only island off the Black Sea coast in Bulgaria. And they have all concerts there in the summertime. They have a museum there, and people often get the ferry from Burgas to there. But you can also get the ferry from here to St. Anastasia Island as well. So I do recommend a visit there. The other place I recommend a visit to, guys, is Sozopol. So get the boat from down here to Sozopol. It's one of the most beautiful and ancient towns in Bulgaria, and it's on a jetty, like out into the sea with all cobbled streets. And Sozopol is supposed to be just a wonderful place to visit. I've not been to Sozopol yet, but I will be going to Sozopol soon to make you some guided tours for my YouTube channel. If you want to see my guided tours, guys, from the other towns like Nesebar, Sveti Vlas, Varna, Golden Sands, Sunny Beach, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel for free at Travel with Col, with a C-O-L, and you will see all of my guided tours from Bulgaria and from the best travel destinations in Europe. So I want to give you as many tips as possible, really, and just as much information as possible before you visit these places. So in the center of Pomorie, you've got all of these rides for children, all of these different fairground rides around here, and all the families are having a walk around. We're approaching 7 o'clock in the evening now. And also have a visit to the Pomorie History Museum. It's always nice to know the history of a place that you visit and just get a picture of the background of the place as well. So I do recommend you a visit there. And we've also got St. George's Monastery, which is also worth a visit as well. And St. George's Monastery will give you a picture of how the monks live day to day. You'll see that. You can chat to the monks when you're there. You'll see all the chickens running around and all the vegetable gardens there as well. And the monks are doing work, you see there in the vegetable garden. In the background there, you can see the Bulgarian flag. It's got white at the top, green in the middle, and red at the bottom. And these are the famous sweet corn on the cobs, as we call them in England, from Bulgaria. And I absolutely love these corn on the cobs. I have them every day when I'm in Sunny Beach. How much are the sweet corns? How much? These ones are 4.5 lever, and they're fresh. They put salt on the top, and if you ask, you will get butter on the top as well. Really delicious. Thank you. Bye. See you. And they have all different stalls today in the park selling all different items. So here I think we have some local nuts. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thanks. Enjoying my holiday. Yeah, and you? I'm fine also. How much are the nuts?
Different price. Natural or not tahini?
For these ones on the left side, the hazelnut.
This is almond.
Almond, yeah.
Yes, half kilo is 20 leva, 10 euro.
20 leva, 10 euro, okay. And
this
for
is hazelnut.
And these ones?
This is peanut, pumpkin seed.
Can you tell the price for each one? For the
hazelnut, 20 leva is kilo.
20 leva for a kilo.
Half kilo from pumpkin seed is 12 leva.
12 leva.
This is walnuts, half kilo, 20 leva.
20 leva for the walnuts, yeah, for the packet there.
Bulgarian nuts.
From Bulgaria.
From China or other country. This is Bulgarian.
Bulgarian, yeah. Thank you very much. Cheers, bye, bye. So this is the park area now. You can see just here to the left side. This is the park in the city centre of town. It's nice and fresh here actually in this area. It's been such a hot day. I arrived here about 5 days ago. The weather's been about 33 degrees every day, 34 degrees. Very, very hot and sunny weather here in July. When I came here in May, I had a few rainy days. It was more like around 20 degrees, but it was very cold in the evening in May. But I think May and June is the best time to come here, because in July and August, it's very, very hot, and you get a lot of humidity in July and August here on this coastline. So most days you can expect it to be between 30 and 35 degrees in July or August here. And if you come in the low season months here, maybe May or June, or September, or even if you come in October, these are the months where you get the lowest prices in the hotels, and you'll get at least a 50% discount at your hotel if you come here in the low season. Just so you know, in Bulgaria the winter is cold here, like in Great Britain. Kind of British weather here in the winter time as well. It's not like a 12-month season like in some places like the Canary Islands or Cyprus and that type of thing, and Egypt and those places. Here is a summer holiday place. You come here in the summertime. You'll have some lovely weather if you come here in May time, for example. That's when the season all starts, and some of the bars didn't even open in Sunny Beach until June this year. So the season starts very late and the season finishes very early here in Bulgaria. So in terms of entry prices to the museums, if you want to go to the salt museum here to find out the history of how salt was made here and everything, it's 7 lever, which is about £3.50 to enter the museum. In general, the price for a pint of beer here in Bulgaria, in this part of Bulgaria, is around 6 lever, which is less than £3 for a pint of beer, because there has been high inflation in the last few years here in Bulgaria. In terms of buying a coffee here, most places I'd paid about 5 lever, which is about £2.30 for a coffee here. But when you order some fancy coffees, like in the last restaurant where I was just out there, some of the fancy coffees are like 7 lever, which is like £3.30 or something like that. In terms of having a main meal at a restaurant, well, you can get a main meal for around 25 lever here. 25 lever is about £12, so that's about what you're going to pay for a main meal here. In terms of seafood and fish, I looked at the calamari, and it was coming to about 20 lever for 200 grams of calamari. So about the same price as Sunny Beach and Nesibar as well. For a glass of red wine, I was in the restaurant in Nesibar a few days ago, and it was 6 lever 50 for a glass of red wine, a local red wine that was. Now, I recommend that you visit the winery here. There's very, very good wineries here in Pomorie. The wine is produced here in Pomorie. There's the Black Sea Gold winery here that produces very, very good wine. They have 650 hectares of gardens and grapes, and a winery there with all the cellars and everything else. And you can pay £14 and you can go into the winery. They'll tell you the history of wine. They'll tell you how it's produced, and you can try the wine in there as well. There's also the Dives winery here as well. That's another one nearby. And they opened another more modern winery as well, where a lot of the tourists go for the experience of the tour and everything else. It begins with an S. I've forgotten the name of the other winery, but you can look that up on TripAdvisor as well. A lot of the locations here for things are wrong on TripAdvisor, by the way. When you're looking on TripAdvisor, you will find mistakes in terms of the locations of everything and the locations of things. In terms of the water park, it's located at the entry of Pomorie. You'll see the 5-star hotel, the Sunset Hotel, the 5-star hotel, and the water park is very near to there. The Salt Lake Museum is in a different location to the Salt Lake. So the Salt Lake Museum is here in the Old Town area, Stary Grad they call it, the Old Town area of Pomorie. And the Salt Lake is in a different location going further on. So basically, going from Sunny Beach to here, you pass through Nesibar on the way. You pass through a lovely town called Ravda on the way as well. So you'll see all the coastal towns on the bus on the way through. And then as you go further on down the coast, you go past Pomorie here and you get to Burgas city. And Burgas city is one of the best cities in Bulgaria. And you can see my guided tours from Burgas on my YouTube channel at Travel with Col, with a C-O-L. So guys, thank you very much for watching my guided tour today. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Travel with Col. That's Col with a C-O-L. Please give me some likes and some comments as well, because it does help the channel. Thank you very much, guys. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.